I'm genuinely upset that this great event turned into a rant video. Hello, my name is John, and I'm a trans man. And recently, Blaire White posted a flyer that she was going to be at an event that the center, the LGBT center in Manhattan, was hosting an event called Walk Away. And it had a bunch of more right-wing, conservative LGBT people speaking at. And so today, I see that Blaire made a post on Instagram and Twitter is where it started, that the event was canceled. And it wasn't canceled by Blaire or anyone that was speaking. It had nothing to do with them. It had to do with the center. The center canceled it. Why? That's the question. Why? Because it's an event that targets the conservative right-wing LGBT viewpoints. So, since it's not a liberal leftist event, it is it's bigotry. These people are bigots. It's discriminatory. It offends people that don't have these views. I just think it's crazy how a community that preaches love, acceptance, respect to everybody, no matter who they are, does not follow what they preach at all. They don't lead by example. They do everything that they say the right and opposing views, though they do the same thing that those people do, because they don't want to tell the general public that LGBT does not mean liberal. When you come out as lesbian, gay, bi, or especially transgender, which is in itself its own community, it's assumed that you believe this policy, all left-wing ideologies. And that's problematic because people like that don't have a voice, and it's not shown on the right-wing side or the left-wing side. And you would think, since we're all LGBT, the left side, that's predominantly left, would show the representation that LGBT doesn't mean liberal. And I just think it's funny also how everybody on the left and the liberals can say whatever they want to say and use horrible language and destroy people with a different viewpoint, but they're allowed to use these terms and stuff because they're oppressed and they're discriminated against and they're held down, so they could say whatever they want. But then when a fellow trans says, "Oh, I get it, but how about this?" and says a different opinion, it's no way, nope, shut down, cancel, you're canceled. That's not good. That's not your community. You're not representing everybody. You're not full of love. You're lying because you just want to keep one ideology, one viewpoint as the mainstream. And do you not see that you're copying what you think the other side does because you're worried about an image of what people think because you listen to crybabies on Twitter? Are you kidding? That's ridiculous. How it's targeted at certain people, and so people won't show things that might be offensive to those, and so they don't do it, and there's no representation, and then we fight against that. But then you do the same thing. You do the same thing and don't want people like me, Blaire, and a million other people you want us to be silent. But don't worry, you guys will still march in the streets and fight for your rights and all this stuff and scream in anger for love and acceptance. You will still do that in a parade, in marches and protests, which nobody is against those things, but it becomes an issue when you're all inclusive, but you don't include everybody in the community. LGBT does not mean liberal leftist. It just means that you are part of the community. But it's just always assumed that you are, and it's not fair. And you shit on Blaire, and you do all these things to attack her and bring her down because you're so not okay with anyone else saying something in your community. Like, it's amazing how people like Chase Ross, all these leftist YouTubers can say that she's disgusting and how dare you say this on my channel and stuff like that. You come out and say horrible things about people, and they don't do that to you, but that's okay because you have the right to say it, right? No, you don't. Silent people that are not the mainstream ideology are not going to be silent anymore because that's not you, because you can't handle the fact that there's so many people that don't believe that, but that's what you want to keep promoting. And that's not going to be like that forever. And all this event was to talk about issues that we all encounter and talk about the politics of everything, because everything has to be a politic. But if it was an event that was so left-wing and disgusting and calling out the right, it would be assumed that all LGBT people would love to go, and that would be okay for everyone to go to. But no, you place these standards on these people, and they have to follow it, otherwise they're kicked out of their community. Because the left wants to make you feel like you are a victim. Yes, there are plenty of issues socially and going through your transition and dealing with stuff in the real world that could cause problems and stuff, but it has nothing to do with being a victim of a system. Like, I have to think about how if they want you to feel sorry for yourself. Like, you are enough, you are great, you can do it. That's great, but don't make it just assume that everyone's a victim by being LGBT. This Democratic Party shouldn't be trying to oppress secretly, because that's what you do. You don't want anyone to thrive. It's ironic that I'm wearing blue. And that's that. So, thank you for watching. I'm up for any discussion on it. I'm not attacking anybody, but it's the people that attack others that is a problem, so I'll call it out, because no one was hurting anybody with this event at all. Everyone was looking forward to it. All these speakers and everything was going to be peaceful, and it was at because you're worried about the image. That's it. You're worried about the image, but you're no better than anyone that does those things to you. And that's the moral of the story, kids. Have a great day.